Welcome back to my views and news. PM Abiy is facing some tough questions at the parliament. He is presenting 6-month performance of the government, but some members of parliament from the Amhara region are asking very tough questions, asking about his resignation. We have details for you. And secondly, viewers, Amhara movement, diaspora movement has set its objectives. It's clear what they want now because we have now seen videos, pictures, speeches of these Amhara diaspora leaders who held a 2-day-long convention in Washington, D.C. Then they took out a rally there, and there they delivered speeches. What are their objectives and how do they plan to achieve them? What is the means? Do they have anything in terms of strategy when it comes to achieving their objectives? We have details for you. Firstly, PM Abiy is presenting 6-month performance of his government, but some very tough questions are being asked, not surprisingly, from the Amhara region. MPs from the Amhara region are grilling the PM. They are asking whether PM is thinking resigning from his post. Christian Tadale is a member of parliament from the Amhara region. He is from NAMA, National Movement of Amharas. He and Deslan Chane are two very vocal MPs from NAMA, very critical of the Ethiopian federal government, Oromia regional government. NAMA is part of the government. NAMA's chairman, Balathemola, is Federal Minister of Information and Technology. On the other hand, NAMA members like Christian Tadale and Deslan Chane, they accuse the government of working against the people of Ethiopia, people of Amhara region. So why is this split? Is this split deliberate? Or the party has split basically? One faction led by Balathemola, other by Deslan Chane, Christian Tadale, etc. There are splits in the party. It could be a deliberate strategy as well that one section of the party is enjoying the perks and privileges of being in power. Other section is playing the role of opposition party. Now, Christian Tadale asked a question. He said, whenever MPs ask questions, PM sometimes accuses them of working against national interests. Instead of answering questions, PM insults questioners. It is not the questioners who are threat to national security. The government has become a threat to national security. Ethiopian borders are being violated. Foreign forces have entered Ethiopia in western zone. I think he was referring to Sudanese forces which took control of Al-Fashaga. Secondly, people are being displaced. Their houses are being demolished. Right to movement is being denied. Where is government? Government is nowhere to be seen. So that is why, like Haile Mariam Desalegn resigned when people rose against the government, PM Abiy should consider resignation. Christian Tadale asked, is the Prime Minister considering resigning from his position? Interesting question. Perhaps his wish. This is his wish that PM should resign. Obviously, Abiy is not considering resignation. Secondly, a member of parliament asked a question about restrictions on movement of people from Amhara region to Addis Ababa. PM Abiy responded by saying that some forces want to create instability in Addis Ababa. They want to topple the government. Whenever there are national days, whenever there are gatherings, national gatherings in Addis Ababa, these forces try to enter Addis Ababa. They want to destabilize the government. That is why action is taken. That is why checkings are conducted in border areas. Otherwise, people are free to move. That is what was said by Addis Ababa mayor, and that is what was said by head of Ethiopian intelligence agency, that some forces want to topple the government. So this is now government's official position, that some forces from the Amhara region, foreign fighters, maybe some in Eritrea, they want to enter Addis Ababa posing as civilians, and they want to topple the government. They want to create law and order situation. Session is ongoing. We'll update you in coming videos about the session. So far, PM Abiy is being grilled by members of parliament, but obviously PM Abiy is in a strong position. He's in control of his party. He's in control of all institutions. Only church managed to show its strength. Church flexed its muscles and PM Abiy's government stepped back. Otherwise, military with PM Abiy, his party behind him, his immense support in Oromia. Yes, he's lost support in Amhara, but still he has got a new support base. Or you can say he has got a new ally, and that is TPLF. So overall, he's not weak. No resignation. Secondly, viewers, Amhara diaspora movement is taking shape now. Its objectives are becoming clear. After a 2-day long convention held by Amharas from US and Canada in Washington, D.C., they took out a rally, and people spoke there. Theodorus Terfe of AAA and AAA's communication director, they delivered speeches, and there they spoke about objectives of the movement. Now, what is being said in Washington, D.C., if it is implemented, or if an effort is made to implement it, it could be a threat to Ethiopian federal government. An effort is going to be made to paralyze the government. Amhara diaspora is planning to paralyze Ethiopian federal government. It is being proposed that no Amharas living abroad should send any dollars to Ethiopia. Firstly, Amharas who have to travel by air must not use Ethiopian airline. Ethiopian federal services must not be used by Amharas in Ethiopia, outside Ethiopia, like Ethio Telecom, like other services which generate income for Ethiopian federal government. It is being claimed that the income generated by Ethiopian institutions are the income is being used to buy weapons by the government. Weapons will be used for Amhara genocide. People will be killed. Amharas are facing extinction. They are at risk in Ethiopia. So an atmosphere is being built by Amharas living in the US and Canada that all Amharas should organize. Special calls were made to the youth, Amhara youth, that they should form committees. They should join Amhara bodies like FANA, like CASA, like AAA, and they should play their part, because it's a struggle for the identity, for keeping Amhara identity alive in Ethiopia. Some media outlets are being named that they should be supported. Roha TV of Miyaza Muhammad should be supported. Ethio 360 should be supported. Ashara Media should be supported. These media outlets are propagating Amhara narrative. It means some journalists are being named that they should be supported. Govt should be supported. Miyaza Muhammad should be supported. The organizers, the speakers said at the convention, at the rally. And the calls were made for the release of Zamine Kasis, Sintayechi call for the release of Tadios Tantos. Slogans were chanted in support of Skandar Naga, in support of others who are working to protect Amhara interests. and people lashed out at PM Abiy. Abiy must go was chanted multiple times. Slogans against PM Abiy, against Shimalis Abdisa, against Yilkal Kefale as well, that Amhara region's president is complicit in Amhara genocide. I am Fano, main slogan, one of the main slogans at the convention, at the rally. So, it's very clear that this Amhara diaspora movement is taking some shape. Can it bring about any change? That remains to be seen. Theodore Sturfe of AAA said that target of this movement is to get back Menelik Palace. That those who respect Menelik should be in Menelik Palace. Basically saying that Amharas should return to power. Objective of this movement is to take Amharas back to power, back to Addis Ababa. Territorial claims as well. Slogans chanted that Addis Ababa is Amhara, Velaga is Amhara, Matagal is Amhara, Salamati is Amhara, Volkayat is Amhara, Ra is Amhara. These issues, these concerns were expressed by Tigrayans, Oromos, Gomas, that their territories are being sought by Amhara expansionists. Now, Amhara diaspora community members, they are making it clear that these areas are part of the Amhara region. So, it's not a secret now that a movement against PM Abiy's government, and to some extent Yilgal Kefale's Amhara government is taking shape. The movement is mainly based in diaspora, but this movement will definitely have its impact in Ethiopia. These people living abroad, they'll try to interfere in Ethiopian politics. They have connections, they have money, they have organization, they can do lobbying, they can do a lot. How will the government try to handle this crisis? Obviously, Ethiopian government will try to divide the diaspora. It will try to create a pro-Ethiopian government diaspora. Amhara regional government will try to create pro-government diaspora as well. So, coming months are crucial, viewers. We are going to see challenges for Ethiopian federal government, mainly from Amhara ethnic group, from Amhara diaspora. This diaspora will try to back some sort of movement against the government in Ethiopia. Economic restrictions are already hurting, economic challenges are already hurting Ethiopian economy. But can, through these attempts, Ethiopian economy be paralyzed, which is being proposed by diaspora? Let's see. So far, we have seen that this 2-day-long convention was basically held to organize Amharas. People were told that Oromos want to monopolize, they want to have full authority, full control in Ethiopia, they want to sideline other groups, and that ethnic Amharas are in danger. So that is why Amhara should rise, should unite, and should topple the government, should take back Menelik Palace. Let's see what happens. Think for it.
2016 የኛ ህዝብ ከጎንደር ምን ነው ያሉት? ወልቃይት የማን ነው ያሉት? አሁን ጊዜ ወልቃይት የማን ነው? ያማራ። አሁን ጊዜ ወልቃይት የማን ነው? ያማራ። ጠለምት አሁን ጊዜ የማን ነው? ያማራ። ራያ የማን ነው? ያማራ። አሁን ነገ በአማራ ትግል መተከል የማን ነው የሚሆን? ያማራ። ወለጋ የማን ነው የሚሆን? ያማራ። ደራ የማን ነው የሚሆን? ያማራ። አዲስ አበባ የማን ነው የሚሆን? ያማራ። ኢትዮጵያ የማን ነው የሚሆን? ያማራ። እና ይህ ሁሉ ውስጣችን የሚመለስ እንደ ወደ ምኒልክ ፓላስ ገባል። አሁን የአማራ ሙቭመንት ሚሽን ወደ ምኒልክ ፓላስ መግባት ነው። That is the mission of the Amhara movement, is to get back Menelik's palace. For far too long, we have let people who do not believe in Menelik, who detest Menelik, our hero, our emperor, be in his palace. Our mission is to be in Menelik's palace. That is the mission of the Amhara movement. That is the only way not going to stop. That is the only way the state-sponsored Amhara genocide is going to stop. አሁን የአማራ ሙቭመንት ሚሽን ምን ነው? ወደ ምኒልክ ፓላስ መግባት ነው። ትክክል። እሺ፣ እንደዚህ ነው። So thank you to everyone who has